Hello guys, Jose here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video with this beautiful TV. This is the Hisense U8N. And as I promised, this is the video where I'm going to share my own personal settings when gaming with HDR. And I have this Black Ops games right now. I think HDR on this game looks fantastic. I love this game. Looks very detailed, looks beautiful. The gameplay is awesome. So let's go right away into the settings. There are two ways to go into the settings on this TV. You can either open the map, this window with all the settings and go into picture, or you can also press right here on the remote control, right at the bottom, there's one that says menu, and it's going to open this little lower section of the menu, which is kind of easy to navigate to. You can change a lot of things, and it's much faster to open this up. You can go into the game bar, for example, right here. I'm going to go into that in just a little bit. But if you want to change for example, the picture mode, you can do it from here, or you go into the settings. So let's go right away into general. First of all, make sure that in picture mode, usually when you unplug this TV, when you open it, when you try it for the first time, it's going to be on HDR energy saving. Make sure you remove that. Just go to HDR game, because otherwise it's going to be very, very dim, your TV. So make sure you change that. And then over here, content type, I have this one off. Auto picture mode is off. Automatic light sensor, it's off. Make sure all these ones are turned off. Apply picture settings to all sources. If you want to apply these settings to all HDMI ports, you can do that, or just to the current source, which is the port where I'm using port number 4. By the way, this TV, if you want to use the 120 Hertz option, 4K 120 Hertz, make sure you use port number 3 and 4. The other ports number 1 and 2 are only limited to 4K 60. So if you want to use 120 Hertz or even 144 Hertz if you're playing on PC, make sure you use port number 2 and 3 and 4. So let's go to brightness real quick. I have local dimming on high. If you want to get the highest, brightest picture possible, make sure local dimming is on high. Peak brightness is on high. Brightness is actually on 55. You can increase this, but all you're going to do is just to introduce white throughout the whole picture. So I think 55 is the best balance. Contrast also 55. I used to have this one 100% because you do get a brighter picture, but even I don't notice much of a difference, but let's just leave it on 65 just because contrast does add brightness as well. Black level 0, dark detail, I have this one turned off. This dark detail is good if you're playing very, very dark games and then you just can't see details in the darkness. You can use this option, but I always recommend to turn this off because otherwise black levels are going to be affected by this. So I just turn this one off. Gamma, I have the ST2084. HDMI dynamic range is an automatic. You can't even change that. So let's go back over here. Let's go into color. Are you tired of collecting dust on your PC or furniture or gaming consoles? No matter how many times you clean, dust will eventually find its way into your home or office. That's why I decided to get an air purifier. Now in this case, I have the MK8 by AeroEve. Now this is not your typical air purifier. It also has a fan on top. So you can use the fan or the air purifier or both so you can stay cool with clean air. You can control everything with the Smart Life app or with the touch controllers. There are so many settings you can choose from, but most importantly is that it works and it's easy to use. So start breathing better with AeroEve. Check out more information in the link in the description. I have color at 55. I think it looks beautiful like that. Hue and 0. Color temperature. This is funny because on Samsung, in warm 2, it is the warmest temperature. Here is different. Warm 1, actually, it has this sort of like this yellowish tone to it. Now, what this does, it just adds a warmer picture, but it also affects the whites level. Whites, they're not pure anymore. They look more like a yellowish white. I don't know if you guys can tell the difference. This is warm 1 and this is warm 2. I personally prefer warm 2, because whites look more pure white, you know. And also the picture does get a little warmer. I mean, if you go to standard, you start getting more of a colder picture, you know. Cool, standard, warm 2, and warm 1. It's kind of weird that they have this warm 2 in the first place and then warm 1 second. I don't know, but I just go for warm 2, I'm sorry, warm 2. Low blue light, make sure this one turn off. Color space native. Native is to me the best choice. I also try automatic, but if you want colors to be a little bit more like a saturated but not oversaturated, I'll go for native. Dynamic color enhancer as well. This is to enhance the colors. So if you want reds to, you know, stand out a little bit more, you're gonna have to turn this on. I use it on medium. I think it looks perfect in medium. That's it. Let's go to clarity real quick. And then I have sharpness turned all the way down. You don't need any sharpness, especially like on this, when you're playing in 4K, you don't need any more sharpness. Some other movies, I noticed that sharpness it's good, but on gaming, it's not necessary. Smooth gradient is turned off. This actually, you can't even turn on. These ones are turned off because I'm using game mode. So this enhancements will add input lag. That's why they're not even available here. And that's it. Over here, calibration settings. This is only if you're going to use a common service or professional calibration, which is not. This is just, you know, like personal settings that I'm using out of the box. They're not going to, your TV may not look as good, but if you make these changes, it's going to look a lot better. And this TV also supports all the features from the Xbox. So let's go on TV display options. As you can see, 4K resolution, 120 Hertz. If we go to 4K TV details, all the check marks are there, except for Dolby Vision, because I have Dolby Vision turned off right now. But you guys can see, everything is selected. The variable refresh rate for gaming only. HDR is on. I can also turn on Dolby Vision, but right now I'm just going to leave it with HDR, and this game looks fantastic. So let's play a little bit. Let's see how it works. All right, guys, so before I start, let me show you something else. If you go into the remote control and if you press up, you're going to see this little menu. It's going to give you a little bit of information like the resolution, also the refresh rate. You know, it's changing right now, 109, 110. It also HDR10 is on, so you can see a little bit of information that is kind of useful. Also, let's go into the menu, right here in the menu from the remote control, and let's go into HDMI format. Over here, you notice HDMI 3 and 4, those are the ones that I highly recommend for gaming, but you can also enhance these ports. So for example, right now HDMI 3 is just enhanced format, which means that it's going to be limited to 4K 60, but you also have the option to enhance it to 144 Hertz or even 240 Hertz. Maybe that's if you lower the resolution to 1080p. So right now that's what I'm using on HDMI 4 port. That's what I'm using. So let's get a little bit of gameplay. Let's see how I do. I'm not very good at this game right now. Oh my goodness, my friend. Oh, they got me. They got me. But look how beautiful this game looks. Oh my God. What do you guys think about this game so far? The Omni movement is kind of crazy. It is different, something that I have to get used to it. But this game looks fantastic. I can't wait to play some Warzone. Oh, no. Oh, finally, I got you. Headshot. But with these settings, guys, you're gonna have some awesome gameplay, and oh my God, and your TV is gonna look amazing. Also, this TV or this game performs great on this TV. It's very fast. Right now I'm having it 4K 120 Hertz, but oh my God, what the hell was? Oh, she was eliminated. Eliminated. There's somebody else over here. Peekaboo! I see you. So yes, that is Black Ops 6, guys. This game looks fantastic. And this TV. Oh, I got it. That was close. God, oh, surprise. Oh, they got me. So let's change to another game, shall we? Let's go. Alright guys, so if you're playing a game that doesn't have HDR support, it means that if you're using SDR, I'm going to share with you my own personal settings. In this case, I'm playing Space Marine 2, and this game looks gorgeous. And it doesn't even have HDR support. This is all in SDR. So let's go into the settings real quick. They're basically going to be almost the same thing. Let's go into the picture. Let's go into general. And right here, picture mode, I'm using PC game mode. That is for you to get the best, fastest input lag, the lowest input lag, faster response time. Make sure you use PC game. You can also apply to all settings. And then over here, everything is going to be turned off, just the same as HDR. Let's go into brightness. Local dimming, I have it on high. Big brightness is also in high. Brightness is at 55. Contrast is at 50. Dark detail is turned off. The gamma, you can actually change the gamma to 2.4. BT 1886. I have it at 2.2. If you have it at 2.4, the picture is actually going to get a little bit darker. So, I actually like it at 2.4. Let's go into color real quick. Color is at 55. I'm just going to leave it at 55. Hue is 0. Color temperature, once again, I'm using warm 2. Color space is of native. Dynamic color enhancement is actually a medium as well. Clarity, I have sharpness at 0, and all these are turned off as well. And that is it. That is it. And look at this game. I mean, it looks fantastic. I noticed also on this game, if you go into the menu settings, you can choose performance mode or you can choose quality mode. If you use quality mode, the game is going to run at 4K at 30 FPS. But I do notice the picture does look sharper, like everything looks more enhanced, it looks better. But once you're playing, you start seeing those 30 FPS and it looks nasty. I don't recommend this. This is great for like single player games maybe, but this is a shooter game, so you want something that is performance, right? So make sure that you use the performance mode, or in this case I think they call it quality or speed. So I want speed, obviously. And trust me, when you're playing with a hordes of aliens, when you're fighting them, you're gonna need the best performance. But look at this. Oh my god, this game looks amazing. It's fantastic. Love it. Also, one more thing, let me show you real quick. Let's go into the menu, and then down here, let's go all the way to the right. Let's go to game bar. Now this game bar is going to give you a little bit more information. For example, over here you can see the FPS 119, no HDR, and then the VRR AMD FreeSync is turned on, and auto low latency mode is also turned on. Oh, let's go once again. It has a timer. So you can see a little bit more information. You can also adjust the dark detail if you want. So for example, dark detail, if you turn it on, you guys can see maybe in dark areas in the game a little bit more clarity, but you're going to destroy those black levels, so that's why you just keep it off. Brightness, you can also adjust the brightness. Instant game response is turned on. You can also add some crosshair. Let's see. Oh, so that is the crosshair, and you can also have different types if you want something a little bit bigger than usual. I usually don't use this. Most of the shooters already have crosshair. Notice that? I have a little dot in the game, so I usually don't use this. And then game guide, I don't know what that is for. Actually, let me see. Game console controller. Okay, so this is going to pretty much tell you about all the options, what they mean, basically what they mean. In more settings, this is going to take you to this other menu, game console controller, AMD FreeSync on. So it's going to give you a little bit more information about what you have here. FPS viewing, if you want to check out the FPS while you're gaming, picture size, This is mostly for PC, game settings, game changer standard. Also, this is Black Myth Wukong. I haven't played that game. I'm probably gonna get it when it's released on Xbox. But you can change to different types of game modes right here: FPS, RTS. Right now, I'm just using this on standard. I think it looks fantastic. And then you can go into the game settings once again into this menu and go to the picture mode. So that is pretty much the settings that I'm using on this TV. So yeah, guys, if you're planning on getting this TV for gaming on your consoles like the Xbox or the PlayStation 5, this is an excellent TV. The gameplay looks beautiful, HDR performance looks great, and even on SDR, you can get amazing looking picture. I mean, look at this. And also, I feel like the performance is really good. It's a fast response TV, great for FPS. You can play 4K 120 Hertz. You can connect your PC and even go up to 144 Hertz of refresh rate. So I do recommend it. I have the 65-inch version. I do recommend this TV. I think right now it's on sale for like $1,000. I'm going to leave a link in the description of the video if you guys want to check it out.
This is the work of it.
And also, these settings will work on your PlayStation 5. So if you have a PS5, you can use the same settings and they will work the same. So that's it for the video, guys. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Joester, and I will continue to play this game. Go to the chopper! Now!